To go back, at the direction of Congress, the U.S. Department of Education this year simplified the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. But after a delayed rollout, the end result is many families here and across the country don't yet know if they qualify for federal student loans, with the deadline for college decisions approaching. For Jody DeMay, it's make or break. Either her oldest daughter's FAFSA information comes back in time, meaning she'll receive enough federal financial aid to attend college this fall, or it won't, and she'll have to delay starting college for a semester or longer. So far, nothing. When did you have that conversation with her that she might not be able to go in the fall?
Yesterday.
And what was that conversation like?
Really sad. You know, you could just see her face drop.
The U.S. Department of Education put out a new FAFSA in December, after Congress required a new application to help more families access federal aid. But after months of delays, many students don't yet know how much federal financial aid they're receiving. That's a big problem, because many colleges and universities have deadlines to accept admission offers within the next few weeks. DeMay's daughter is one of the students who hasn't yet heard back.
It really is just a bundle of nerves and financial stress on our family, and I'm sure so many others.
The mother of three says she submitted her daughter's FAFSA form the first day it was available online.
It might mean her missing a semester of college or possibly not starting until next year. And that's really hard because my daughter, like every other high schooler, wants to get going and start her life.
Data from the U.S. Department of Education last month shows the number of completed FAFSA forms submitted by Maryland students has dropped 38% compared to last year. At Loyola University, Maryland, Eric Nichols says it's similar.
We have 30% fewer of our admits that have submitted a FAFSA compared to last year, which mirrors the statewide data.
So why does the drop in completed FAFSA forms matter?
There should be an expectation that that means there is a group of students that may not go to college next year because of this.
And Nichols, the vice president of enrollment at Loyola, says for many low-income students, delaying college for 1 year may mean they won't end up going to college at all.
And that is probably one of the tragedies when we look back at this rollout of the delays that we've seen and the errors.
Loyola's deadline to accept admission is May 1st. But Nichols says Loyola has contacted 25 families of accepted students that haven't received their FAFSA information back yet, and given them up to a month extension. Still, Nichols knows many families locally and nationwide won't be so lucky.
The latest estimates from the data that was released last month say potentially up to 500,000 students may not attend college next year that normally would have.
For DeMay, federal education officials need to take more accountability.
I think they need to be more upfront about what is going on. Stop being so silent, because you're messing with so many families and so many kids that have bright aspirations.
Now, Nichols' biggest piece of advice to families: because of these delays, it's not too late for families to apply for federal aid. He encourages families that haven't to apply right away and to reach out to their preferred colleges to ask for more time. He says many colleges and universities are more accommodating this year because of the federal issues. For 11 News Investigates, I'm Tolly Taylor.